Hey all, today I'm going to show you how to use Kahoot. I use Kahoot in my classroom very frequently as a formative assessment tool. It's interactive, it's engaging, it's fun, there's music, there's color, and best of all, it's free. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in. Now here's my main dashboard. I can create a quiz, I can create a discussion question, or I can create a survey or poll. I'm just going to start out by creating a quiz. I'm just going to create a Disney character quiz. So from here, this is my question dashboard. I can add a question. I can even add an image if I want to test students on something on the image. I can choose whether or not this is a points question. I can even change the time limit students have to answer the question. So I'm going to start out with my first question. What is the name of the snowman in Frozen? I'm going to give the students about 20 seconds to answer that. Down here I can add my answer choices. Of course, Olaf is the correct answer, so I'll click on correct. Now from here I can add a question, I can delete a question, I can duplicate it, or I can save and continue. I'm going to go ahead and add another question, and question number 2 will pop right up. So my second question, which princess has red hair? Of course, the correct answer to this question is Ariel, so I can click on correct. I'm going to change my time limit to 10 seconds. Now let's just say I want to go back to question number 1. Down here at the bottom, I can choose to go back to the previous question, and all the questions will be listed so I can go back and forth. This will be the end of my quiz, so I'm going to click Save and Continue. So right here, I can see all the questions I've created. Question number 1 was the name of the snowman in Frozen, and question number 2, which princess has red hair. I can see how long each question is and the number of choices I have. Once I'm done looking at everything, I can even rearrange the questions if I want to, just clicking and dragging. Once I'm happy with the quiz, I can click Save and Continue, or I can click on Edit It. Now from here I can choose my language, my privacy settings, the primary audience, and I can type in a description. I can even change the difficulty level if I want a beginner quiz, intermediate quiz, or advanced quiz. I'll just choose beginner. I can add tags if I want to go back to the quizzes very often or search for certain things in the store, and I'll show you guys how to get to the store in a few minutes. I can click Save and Continue. I can even add a cover image. I'm not going to, but you can choose a file. I can click on Done. So my quiz is created. Now, I can click on Play Now. What this does is this launches the quiz. Remember, this is an interactive quiz, so it has to be played live. So I can click Play Now, and a new screen will pop up. It says your quiz is launched. So down here there are all kinds of different menu options. I can display the game pin throughout. I do this often for kids who aren't as quick as others, or if something happens to their computer and it logs them off the quiz and they want to rejoin. I can click on Launch, and this is the page the students will see. It gives you a game pin. So notice that students go to a different website. They do not go to getkahoot.com, they go to kahoot.it. So I'm going to go and show you what their screen looks like. This is what their screen looks like. All they have to do is enter a PIN number. You don't have to register an account for them, you don't have to do anything. So the game pin is 343625. and I can enter my nickname, and I've joined the game. Now, when I go back to the teacher screen, I can see who's joined my game. Now let's just say a student has written an inappropriate name, or you don't want them playing a particular quiz. I can click on their name and it's kicked them out. My screen will say you were kicked, the student screen will say you were kicked out of the game. So I'm going to go ahead and rejoin it. So obviously I've logged back in. I'll click on Start Now. So question number 1, which princess has red hair? The choices will be at the bottom: Belle, Ariel, Anna, and Elsa. Now on the student screen, they'll just see 4 different blocks. So they'll have to look at your screen to figure out which one it is and choose it. So we got the correct answer. Now on the teacher screen, I can click on Next, and it'll take me to the scoreboard. Now Kahoot gives you points based on speed and accuracy. So even though you have 10 kids get the correct answer, it'll give more points to students who choose it a little bit more quickly. So I can go to question number 2. I'll look at the answers. And I've played. And I'm back at the teacher dashboard. I can see the scoreboard, and it'll show me at the bottom feedback and results. This is so important for my assessment. I can click on final results and I can download them. I can even put them in my Google Drive, which I love. I can open up the results and I can see which kid missed which question and what they chose. So now I'm going to take you back to the main website. There are public Kahoots, and there are tons and tons of public Kahoots. You can search for different ones. Let's just say I'm going to search for one on percentages. That's what my students are studying in math right now. I can preview the questions to see if it'll match the standards that I'm teaching. And this is what the preview looks like. I'll be able to see both the teacher and the student. And I'll be able to see all 12 of the questions. If I want to assign this to my students, I can click on play. I can also favorite it so that on my main dashboard I'll be able to go back to it. So this is Kahoot. I hope you enjoyed it. I love using it in my classroom and the kids love it too.